सभासदों, माननीय उपसभापति जी।
नमस्कार जी, नमस्कार जी, नमस्कार जी। Now papers to be laid on the table. Sri C.R. Chowdhury.
Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, I, on behalf of my senior colleague, Sri Ramvilasi Paswan, beg to lay papers on the table of the House listed against his name at serial number 1 of today's revised list of business.
Srimati Smriti Subin Irani.
For permission, I rise to lay on the table of the House papers mentioned against my name at serial number 2 as per the day's revised list of business.
Sri Ajay Tamta.
Permission, I rise to lay on the table of the House papers mentioned against my colleague Shri Ajay Tamta's name at serial number 3 as per the day's revised list of business.
Sri Mansukh Al Mandavia.
Rise to lay on the table of the House the paper listed against my name as serial number 4 of the today's revised list of business.
Sri P.P. Chowdhury.
Sir, I beg to lay on the table of the House the paper mentioned against my name at serial number 5 of the revised list of business for today.
Sri Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi.
Sir, on behalf of my colleague Shri Piyush Goyal, I rise to lay on the table of the House the paper listed against his name in today's revised list of business.
Now a report to the Joint Committee of Offices of Profit. Sri Dilip Bhai Pandya. Sri Sukandar Shekhar Roy.
Sir, with your kind permission, I beg to lay on the table a copy of each in English and Hindi of the 16th, 17th and 18th reports of the Joint Committee on Office of Profit.
Announcement by Chair. Honorable members, I have to inform that a letter has been received from Sri Kunal Kumar Ghosh stating that due to the restriction of not leaving the jurisdiction of Narkaldanga police station imposed by the High Court of Calcutta in the interim bail granted to him, he is unable to attend the sittings of the current session. He has therefore requested for grant of leave of absence for the 242nd session. Does he have the permission of the House for remaining absent from the 31st January to 12th April 2017 during the current session of the Rajya Sabha? I hope the House agree. The permission to remain absent is granted. Statement regarding government business, Sri Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi.
महोदय, मैं आपकी अनुमति से सूचित करता हूं कि सोमवार 6 फरवरी 2017 से प्रारंभ होने वाले सप्ताह के दौरान निम्नलिखित सरकारी कार्य लिए जाएंगे। आज की कार्यसूची में शामिल निम्नलिखित में से बकाया सरकारी कार्य की किसी मद पर विचार, राष्ट्रपति जी के अभिभाषण पर धन्यवाद प्रस्ताव पर चर्चा, वर्ष 2017 और 18 के केंद्रीय बजट पर सामान्य चर्चा, लोकसभा द्वारा पारित और राज्यसभा की प्रवर समिति द्वारा प्रतिवेदित शत्रु संपत्ति संशोधन विधेयक 2016 पर विचार और पारित करना, लोकसभा द्वारा पारित किए जाने के पश्चात निम्नलिखित विधेयकों पर विचार पारित करना, मजदूरी संशोधन विधेयक 2017, निर्दिष्ट बैंक नोट उत्तरदायित्व का समाप्त होना विधेयक 2017।
Sir, to protest against the illegal arrest of the leader of the Lok Sabha. Sir, we are...
Wonderful.
Sir, let me finish.
Shri Derek O'Brien, who stood right now to attract your attention.
Sir,
if you allow me, sir, please allow me to give a point of order before
Okay,
your time set.
let me first listen to the point of
I
order.
stood up.
I will call you. I will call you.
Minister with the point of
No, point of order has a preference.
I'm also a
No,
member
point of order has
this house.
precedence.
I'm
Point
also
of
a
order has
member
precedence.
of this house,
Now,
and I'm
Derek ji
sure
बैठिए.
no member of
Derek ji
this
बैठिए.
house will disallow
Let me listen to the minister speak.
using the privilege
Minister
that
is
you
not
all
supposed to
enjoy.
Okay, point of order.
Presence
That has precedence. Let me listen to point of order. I will allow you, Derek ji. Derek ji. Yes, what is the minister? Minister. No, that I will give the ruling.
I think
I will give, yes.
one needs to
Member is
understand.
minister is a member.
Sir,
No problem. Yes.
I am sure Mr. Sharma. Sir, I am sure Mr.
No,
Sharma
but let
will
me
yield here.
even otherwise I am listening to the
I am
minister.
sure Mr. Sharma will
Yeah.
yield here.
Now, what is your
His
problem?
colleague in the Rajya
But,
Sabha.
no. You have to quote the rule and tell me.
I am grateful that you have given me the opportunity.
What is the rule under which you are?
258. My colleague Derek O'Brien yesterday on a point that he wanted to articulate on, very rightfully so did the same. but he however quoted an individual citizen who is not here.
Yesterday.
He is not
He is
here.
referring to yesterday.
Sir, I am referring to yesterday because the house was misled
How could
also.
it have been like
Allow
that?
me to finish.
Yesterday.
Sir, he has named an individual, Rahul Raj, by name. It's a common citizen who is not covered by privilege, not available in the house to defend himself. My request,
Let me listen
sir,
to it.
this is not a name or a celebrity. This is a common citizen seeking refuge. There is an approach.
Sugandarji, let me listen to it. How can I say something under understand?
To attack or defame an
I agree.
individual.
Sugandarji,
You cannot have the gracious
Sugandarji,
presence of the chair
because you are
and
shouting, I
request
can't hear that.
To expand as per the convention of this house, the name of an individual.
Sugandarji, neither I understand what you say nor what she
Sir,
says.
freedom of speech is absolute.
Yes,
But
if it
one
cannot be, I will decide that.
responsibility that one needs to.
That is what I am saying.
Especially in this august house, which seeks to represent
Sugandarji,
the rights of every individual
One second.
citizen.
Sugandarji, I accept you are a vice chairman, but your authority is only when you sit here, not when you are there. Because, no, let me say, yes, because Honorable Minister said she want to raise a point of order. No, point of order. A minister is also a member as far as I am concerned. So I can allow. Let me first understand what she says, then only I can give a ruling. But listen, that's correct. Let me understand that. No, how do you give a ruling without understanding that? Without hearing this? This is all my point. No, I will listen to you also. But okay, in any case, Minister has a right to be heard. Sit down. Minister has a right to be heard. Sit down. But you, no. No, sit down. No. Minister has a right to be heard.
Point 258, that an
Yes,
individual
what is your
was
problem?
not, sir, an individual was named yesterday by my colleague Shri Derek O'Brien. That individual is not a neta, not a celebrity, is a common citizen who has a right to free speech, but does not enjoy the privilege of this house. As the convention of this house, sir, I am beseeching you, kindly expunge the name of an individual as you have done so in many an occasion, so that
I will look into the
individual who
records.
cannot defend themselves do so, and
I will go through the records and do the next one.
saying a wrong done yesterday cannot be corrected.
Yeah, it can be
Sir,
corrected.
is a big fallacy.
No,
I'm
certainly.
grateful for your grace.
No. If a wrong is correct,
Thank you,
done
sir.
yesterday, it can be corrected. I will go through the records. If there is anything, I will do the one. Now, Derek O'Brien.
I was on my feet, sir,
Yeah,
but
please.
fair you gave the
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, please. Now, what is your problem?
No, I'm sure
Derek
the
O'Brien,
problem is
please.
also.
I will allow call you also. Yes, certainly.
Sir, there are 2 points, sir, and I don't want to disrupt this house by going into the well, but we need to make these 2 points. Sir, one.
No, but have you given a notice?
Yes, sir.
Notice here.
Yes, sir. 2 notices. One about the 100 deaths we want.
No, that is your, I will call you.
Let me finish.
That is-
Sir, give me 30 seconds. Sir, you asked me to stand up, sir. In grace, I sat down when you asked Preeti ji to speak.
Let me understand one point.
Sir, please let me make this point.
No, but
Please let me.
I am allowing you, but let me understand.
Yes, sir.
Are you raising on 267 or
Yes, sir.
zero
Yes,
over
sir.
matter? What?
Sir,
Have you given a notice?
Let me make this point, please, because you asked the Honorable Mantri ji to speak. It's nothing to do with what she said. Nothing. The two are totally under.
Okay.
Sir, my limited point in 30 seconds.
Okay.
Limited point.
All
30
right.
seconds.
I
You will
accept
not-
it. Allowed.
you
Okay,
want the
okay.
House to run.
Okay.
Limited point. Illegal arrest of our Lok Sabha leader of Trinamool Congress and an MP. Now let me finish. I didn't interrupt. Sir, I didn't
No, let
interrupt.
him have say. Let him have to say.
Sir,
Yes.
when the minister was speaking.
He is only saying illegal. That is his view. Don't worry. That is his view only. No. No, sit down. That is his view.
There is no notice.
No, sit down. Yeah, okay.
This is not 0 hour.
Sit down. Yes.
What is our?
No, he can raise.
Point of order.
No, please. No. Lakshmiji, I have allowed you.
Before I speak.
I have allowed you.
The
Yes.
Minister of Parliamentary Affairs wants to do your job, so you ask him to come and sit in your chair. Sir. What is this? You asked me to speak. He's asked me to speak.
He is already having job.
दूसरे सदस्यों का समय खराब कर रहे हैं
नहीं.
Yes.
केवल ये कह रहे हैं
अरे आप
दूसरे
बोलिए. Derek, you please speak.
जो इश्यूज हैं जो जिनके पास
समय के बाद
Derek, you address the chair. You say what you want to say.
इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं
Don't listen to that.
मेंबर्स ने नोटिस दिया उसका टाइम खराब कर रहे
आप
हैं
समय के बाद मत कीजिए. लाखों लोग लाइन में घंटे demonetization के लिए line में थे, so don't talk to me about समय. Sir, two limited points. One, illegal arrest of our Lok Sabha leader and our MP. One. And two, sir. And two, if not today, I will try again. One second, sir, one second. We will try again on Monday morning. We want this house to maintain 1 minute silence for the 120 deaths which have taken place. 1 minute. If it doesn't happen, sir, on this illegal arrest, we are walking out.
Okay, now.
This is walking out, sir.
Okay, Sri Sharad Yadav. Sharad Yadav ji. Sharad Yadav ji. Sharad Yadav ji. No, Sharad Yadav ji.
Point of order.
I called Sharad Yadav ji. Okay, under what rule? Under what rule?
Very simple. A member of another house, can anybody raise it here? Do you permit that?
Yeah.
A member of other house?
No.
How do you raise the matter?
No,
in
listen.
this house?
No, it is not this. Listen to me.
Because he said illegal arrest.
Okay, listen. Illegal or legal, that is not my concern.
But
No, listen to me. No, listen to me. No, please, listen to me. Why Dr. Maitreyan ji getting so much charge about that? Listen to me. A member can raise here the arrest of any citizen of this country. You understand? So, I allowed him to raise. That is all.
Sir, please refer again. You are probably away from truth.
No. These are issues. Sir, one more. No. Hey, Baba.
Cannot be quoted.
Maitreyan.
He has cast an aspersion on the chair.
Maitreyan, you have not understood the rule.
But he is casting
You
an
should also
aspersion
read
on your
see,
judgment.
you should also read Maitreyan. You are well-educated person. It is only when you criticize a member of the house or the speech of a member of the other house that the rule I will invoke. When you speak about any other member of their plight or their difficulties or arrest, I will not interfere. And furthermore, it is only his version it is illegal. Only he said it is only his view. Why do you worry? Government has the view. Government will say if it is otherwise. So you need not worry about that.
Legal or illegal?
So, now Sharad Yadav ji.
सर, मैं एक गंभीर सवाल को
267.
आपके अनुमति से उठाना चाहता हूं और ये मैंने जो नोटिस दिया मैं जानता हूं कि समय की बहुत कमी है। जो लॉ कमीशन है, जो कॉमन सिविल कोर्ट है, हिंदुस्तान में लोगों को अपने अपने धर्म की सारी की तरह से मौलिक तरीके से संविधान में पूरे हक हैं। जो आर्टिकल 44 है उसमें साफ साफ लिखा है कि आप तमाम तरह के जितने तरह के साउथ में, ईस्ट में, वेस्ट में, आदिवासी में, हिंदू में, ईसाई में, पारसी में अलग अलग किस्म के लॉज हैं। लेकिन एक सवाल जो लगातार कॉमन सिविल कोर्ट पे लगातार बहस का जरिया भी बना हुआ है और खास करके पूरी कम्युनिटी से ये संविधान की मंशा है कि सबको परसू करके, सबको समझा करके, सबको सब तरह से सब लोगों की राय मशवरे से किया जाए। लेकिन जो लॉ कमीशन है उसने हमारे पार्टी को भी लिखा, हमारी सरकार और नीतीश कुमार जी को लिखा, पूरे देश भर में लॉ कमीशन जो है वो बगैर सारे जितने तरह के, चाहे क्रिश्चियंस हैं, चाहे पारसी हैं, चाहे सिख हैं, चाहे जैन हैं, अलग अलग साउथ में, नॉर्थ में अलग अलग तरह के संविधान, हमारे संविधान के तहत लोगों को हक मिले हुए हैं, अलग अलग ट्रेडिशंस हैं। लेकिन ये संविधान ने बराबर 44 में कहा है कि सब तरह की समझदारी से, सब तरह से प्रेम से, परसुएशन से सबको तैयार करके कॉमन सिविल कोड ला सकते हैं आप। ये किसी कीमत पर नहीं हो सकता कि जो लॉ कमीशन है वो अभी से सबको पूछने का काम कर रहा है, सब तरह से ऐसी बातें कर रहा है जो ठीक नहीं है। किसी तरह से भी जो देश है वो कई तरह की विविधता से, कई तरह की कई तरह की परिस्थिति, कई तरह की विपदाओं से भरा हुआ
I will allow you.
है और भरा हुआ है, इसलिए हमको हर तरह से
No
इस
discussion
देश में
on
जो शांति है, इस
Please.
देश में जो पूरी तरह से
I'm not allowing this
संविधान में
discussion. No
मौलिक
discussion.
संविधान में मौलिक
No discussion.
अधिकारों में ये
Only
नहीं
I'm listening to
सबको
you
ये
to
हक
decide.
मिला हुआ और अपने अपने धर्म के अनुसार, अपने अपने धर्म के अनुसार चलने का सब तरह से इंतजाम है, लेकिन लॉ कमीशन जो है वो सबसे सहमति लिए बगैर, सबसे बात किए बगैर पूरी मैंडेट से बाहर जा रहा है।
I heard you.
ठीक नहीं
I got your point.
मेरी
Yes.
इतनी भी
Have you got to say anything?
कि ये ठीक नहीं है, पहले सबसे सहमति लीजिए,
No,
सबसे
see,
मशवरा
no,
करिए।
I'll tell you, no. At the point, no. I am not, no, because, no, actually, listen to me, please. No, serious, that is why I am not, no, Suniye, no, please listen. No, I am only, no, please. No, listen, please. This subject, no, I have only, no, please understand. Ansari ji, please. Wait a minute. Ab suniye. See, no, let me.
I would request you, we are in the midst of the elections.
So that's what I'm
And
saying.
some people would definitely like to make it an agenda. My request is, since as a member of parliament has raised it, neither government should
I'm
come
coming
into
to
the
that.
picture nor any other person, because
That's what I am saying.
everybody would like.
Yeah.
No, once the government makes some stand, then we shall also have to take
okay.
it a stand.
Let me say.
I think you finish here.
Let me make it point.
This was raised by a particular member and finish it.
Okay, that's what I am saying.
Government should also
That is,
not
yes,
speak
this is
anything.
Exactly, yes. Thank you for helping me, Honorable LOP. Thank you for helping. That is my point. Because since Sharad Yadav, a senior member, had given a notice for suspension under 267, I only allowed him to raise it to decide that whether it should be allowed or not, whether the motion should be allowed. So I am not allowing the motion. Only I heard him, that is the decision. So,
कोई इसमें नहीं, देखिए सर, पहली बात
Don't complicate.
शरद यादव जी ने कहा है,
Don't complicate.
हाँ, बिल्कुल क्लियर करना
Don't
चाहते हैं।
complicate.
कॉमन सिविल कोड कोई स्काई लैब नहीं है।
Deputy Chairman.
अगर राजकुमारी
government says
कर
something,
रहा है,
yeah.
तो वो ट्रिपल तलाक में कर रहा है।
sorry
और
to say that.
राजकुमारी जो है,
Don't complicate.
Then we will have to say
No.
इसके तहत है।
let us not have a discussion on
Let
this.
us not have any.
राज्य और भारत के
us not have any
Lakshmi, let us not have a discussion on
तो
this.
इसलिए
Please forget it.
इसमें
No, I have not allowed that.
कोई भी
Lakshmi ji,
डिसीजन नहीं होना
I have not allowed
सरकार
that.
इस तरह का
No discussion.
कोई भी कदम नहीं उठाएंगे जिसमें
Lakshmi ji,
बिना रायशुमारी
no,
के।
listen Lakshmi ji. Yachuri ji, bite it. No, I have not, see, I only allowed Sharad ji to raise it. I have not allowed the motion. So that is closed. No discussion on that. Because it is a sensitive issue, let us not take. Yeah, okay. Now we go to 0 hour. Sri Rida Brada Banerjee.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I want to raise one important issue regarding the Andaman Cellular Jail in our country. The Andaman Cellular Jail, which is one of the tallest monuments concerning the freedom struggle, is unfortunately not under the Archaeological Survey of India. I will urge upon the government to bring this Andaman Cellular Jail under the Archaeological Survey of India. Now, the revolutionaries in this Andaman jail, they had gone there in 2 phases. The first phase before the World War I and the second phase after the World War II. Now, so now, the record, the registration in the Andaman Cellular Jail, the properly registered history is up to the first phase. But the second phase is not properly registered and they are selectively displayed in the museum. This is a very unfortunate thing, because if we go on the top of the cellular jail at the watchtower, there are marbles where the names are depicted, names of the revolutionaries there. As I come from Bengal, incidentally, majority of the names there that are carved in the marble flex, those are from Bengal. And I just want to take the opportunity to mention here one incident, that what is incident regarding this Chittagong Youth Rebellion. The Chittagong Youth Rebellion was one of the most important incidents that took place at the time in undivided India in Chittagong, now in Bangladesh. A young schoolmaster, he headed 60 young schoolboys. They raided the armory, they cut off the telegram and the telephone posts, and the Calcutta was severed from Chittagong, for 2 years, Chittagong has declared independence. Now, incidentally, all these people were given death sentences, but as majority of them were under 18 years, their death sentences were converted into life imprisonment. They had gone to Andaman Cellular Jail. The youngest one was a 13-year-old boy. Incidentally, unfortunately, the name of these people are missing from the Andaman, that is the Andaman Jail. The display doesn't have these names. So I will urge upon, incidentally, these people, Master Surya Sen and his inmates, and Ganesh Ghosh, revolutionary Ganesh Ghosh, happened to be an elected member of the other house of the parliament representing the Communist Party of India, Marxist. Now, I will urge upon you, because these people, the people of Chittagong, people who were involved in Chittagong, they did not give in writing to the British government that they will be approvers of the British government. Unfortunately, the jail has the name of approver as the most, in a most coveted fashion, but these names are missing. I will urge upon the government to look into this history. So look into this history, and these names must be incorporated, proper history must be incorporated, and the Archaeological Survey of India must take the Andaman Cellular Jail, so that the proper history, history must not be, there what is happening, this history is scuttled, and these people must be given due importance and due respect. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sri Ananda Bhaskar Rapalu. Yes, yes, all those names should be added. Sri Ananda Bhaskar Rapalu, yes, please.
I seek the attention of the Union government towards the obsolete, delayed method of sending central teams to the calamity-prone areas and localities, and the necessity to improve the method of evaluating, assessing the damages and the rehabilitation requirements during the calamities such as floods and drought, with the help of modern advanced technological geospatial tools. In our country, we are regularly facing several types of calamities. Now, several parts of the country are reported to have very severe drought, and in several locations, floods are also reported. And even on the war footing, if the Union government is to send a central team, it will take minimum 3 months, and in the normal course, it is taking 6 to 9 months to send a central team and have the assessment and to take note of the damages that have accrued, wherein there is every necessity to have the disaster management mode with the help of the satellite image and satellite mapping facilities, and with the support of the NIC centers which are having throughout the country in each and every district. They can have the ready information about the calamities that are occurring and the damages that are expected too, and in the closer coordination with the state governments, rehabilitation departments and the revenue departments, they can also have the exact assessment even before sending any central team to the location to have the assessment. But as the delayed visit of the central teams are giving laughing situation, and we could not have the exact assessment about the real calamity that has occurred earlier, way back 3 months to 9 months. So I urge upon the Union government to utilize the geospatial, satellite and modern advanced tools of the weather and the calamity assessment in the national disaster management mode, and to send the central teams when and where it is highly required in the very promptness within the 15 days of the message from the state government to have the exact assessment. Otherwise, this will become more obsolete and this will not yield proper support to the relief expecting population of such aggrieved localities and areas of the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay.
We support.
All right. All right.
Yes.
All support. So Vivek Gupta absent. Srimati Kasan Parveen.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया उपसभापति महोदय। मैं उन अभिभावक और स्टूडेंट की भावनाओं को सदन में रखना चाहती हूं जो इस वक्त बहुत ही चिंतित और परेशान हैं। माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश के बाद गत वर्ष से देश में मेडिकल कॉलेज में प्रवेश की प्रक्रिया में बड़ा बदलाव किया गया है। नीट को लागू कर दिया गया है और देश भर में मेडिकल कॉलेज में प्रवेश जो है नीट के अंकों के आधार पर होने वाली काउंसलिंग के जरिए दिए जा रहे हैं। नीट 2017 का नोटिफिकेशन और बुलेटिन 31 जनवरी को सीबीएसई द्वारा जारी कर दिया गया है। इस बार नीट के आयोजन में कई बदलाव किए गए हैं। परीक्षा के अधिकतम अवसरों की सीमा 3 निर्धारित कर दी गई है। वही अधिकतम आयु भी 25 वर्ष कर दी गई है। साथ ही साथ एक बात का उल्लेख किया गया है जिसे स्पष्ट किया गया है, यदि कोई छात्र गत वर्षों में 3 बार AIPMT या नीट की परीक्षा दे चुका है तो उसे नीट 2017 में परीक्षा देने का मौका नहीं दिया जाएगा। महोदय, 7 मई को परीक्षा होनी है, तिथि तय है। 3 महीना पहले ही आई इस सूचना से हजारों छात्र परेशान हैं। ये वो छात्र हैं जो 7 महीने से नीट की तैयारी कर रहे हैं। साल भर से तैयारी और उसके बाद परीक्षा में शामिल नहीं होना बड़ी ही दुखद स्थिति के छात्र और उनके अभिभावक हैं। इससे अभिभावकों के अरमानों के पर जो उड़ान भरने से पहले ही कट गए हैं। मेरा अनुरोध है माननीय महोदय कि इस तरह का कोई भी नियम अगले सत्र से परीक्षाओं को लागू करे, ताकि इस वर्ष में अगर किया गया तो 1 साल की तैयारी कर रहे उन छात्रों का क्या होगा। उनके सपने चूर हो जाएंगे, साल भर की तैयारी बेकार हो जाएगी। और खासकर उन बच्चों और उन अभिभावकों का जिन्होंने कर्ज लेकर गांव से शहर में अपने बच्चों को पढ़ने के लिए भेजा है या फिर अपनी जमीन बेच दी है। इन सब बातों का ध्यान रखते हुए इस पर ध्यान दिया जाए कि जो अध्यादेश लागू हुए हैं, नोटिफिकेशन जो हुए हैं, वो इस वर्ष से नहीं 18 से ही किया जाए और उन बच्चों को इम्तिहान देने का मौका मिले।
धन्यवाद, थैंक यू वेरी मच। Yes, all the names may be added, please. Sri Ripun Bora. Sri Ripun Bora.
Sir, I want to draw the attention of the Government of India to the inordinate delay in updating of NRC, National Registers of Citizens in Assam. Sir, entire country, it is aware of the entire country that Assam was burning for years together due to the illegal migrants and foreign national issue, and ultimately under the leadership of our Prime Minister, late Rajiv Gandhi, the historic Assam Accord was signed in the year 1985, and there was the consensus was that the deletion, deportation and detection of foreigners in Assam will be, the cut-off year is fixed 1971, 24th March, the day of Indira Mujib Pact. So after that, what happened, sir? The peace prevailed in Assam, and in the year 2004, the then Prime Minister under the leadership of Dr. Manmohan Singh, a tripartite talk was held between Assam Government Chief Minister and the All Assam Students Union delegation, and there the decision was taken for updating of National Register of Citizens. The National Register of Citizens in Assam, nowhere in the country, only in Assam, and it was started first in the year 1951. This decision was taken to solve the foreigners issue in Assam once for all. And after that, sir, series of processes were observed, and then the Government of India decided to give entire finance for this purpose, and accordingly, sir, in all Gram Panchayat and in all block development offices, this NRC Seva Kendra was opened. Thousands of youths were appointed on contractual basis to carry on the works of computer and other works. Forms were filled up by the citizens. Scrutiny was also done. Then spot verification also was done. Legacy data was also verified. Now the question has come, the draft publication. The government has taken the target for draft publication March 2016, and sir, the BJP party in the year 2014, they have the major election issue. This is one that they promised that they will complete updating of NRC, and they will give Assam a correct voter list without the names of foreigners. But unfortunately, sir, after the BJP government coming in Assam and coming at the center, the works has started delayed and delayed. Now there is apprehension, sir. The government is not giving the fund. the NRC Sabha Kendras are closed, works are totally stand still. Now there is apprehension that government, that the government.
Time over, what to do? Time over, what to do? You are supporting? Okay, fine, supported. Now Sri Harivansh.
धन्यवाद उपसभापति जी। इस मुल्क ने जब आजादी की अंगड़ाई ली तो देश ने यह आवाज सुनी कि जब तोप मुकाबिल हो तो अखबार निकालो। वह अखबार उद्योग, प्रिंट मीडिया इंडस्ट्री आज खतरे में है। दुनिया में और अपने मुल्क में अखबारों ने पुनर्जागरण, सामाजिक बदलाव और राजनीतिक चेतना फैलाने में जो काम किया वह बताने की जरूरत नहीं। वह प्रिंट मीडिया आज दो वजहों से मुसीबत में है। पहली वजह समय का प्रवाह यानी टेक्नोलॉजिकल चेंज, सोशल मीडिया, टीवी, इंटरनेट, फेसबुक, एफएम वगैरह, यह मीडिया के ही नए नए रूप हैं। यह ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन की प्रगति का हिस्सा है, इसमें बहुत कुछ नहीं हो सकता। पर दूसरी वजह व्यवस्थागत है, जिसे हमारी सरकार और हमारी व्यवस्था ठीक करने में पहल कर सकती है। प्रिंट मीडिया 5 वजहों से मुख्यतः खतरे में है। पहला, वेज बोर्ड का भारी उस पर असर आया है। दूसरा, जीएसटी में जो टैक्स प्रपोज्ड है, जो बढ़ने वाला है, उससे उसकी और भार बढ़ने वाली है आर्थिक। तीसरा, न्यूज प्रिंट के कॉस्ट में लगातार बढ़ोतरी। चौथा, अदर इनपुट्स का कॉस्ट बढ़ना। और पांचवा, अखबार उद्योग का कहना है कि डिमोनेटाइजेशन से उनके विज्ञापन पर काफी गहरा असर पड़ा है। लेकिन देश का ध्यान इस उद्योग की ओर तब गया जब केंद्र सरकार के सूचना मंत्रालय ने टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया में छपी एक खबर के बाद यह कहा कि वह इस पर एग्जामिन कर रहे हैं। मेरा आग्रह है सरकार से कि वो इस पर तत्काल पहल करे, क्योंकि जब हालात हाथ से निकल जाएंगे तो पहल करने से बात नहीं बनेगी। बचाना क्यों जरूरी है प्रिंट मीडिया को? यह सरकार 10 करोड़ रोजगार सृजित करने और हर साल 2 करोड़ रोजगार क्रिएट करने के आश्वासन के साथ सत्ता में आई थी। नए रोजगार तो सृजित नहीं हो रहे, पर प्रिंट उद्योग में छटनी का दौर चल रहा है। एडिशंस बंद हो रहे हैं, खासतौर से छोटे और मध्यम अखबार अपने अस्तित्व से जूझ रहे हैं। इसलिए उस उद्योग के लाखों पत्रकारों, गैर पत्रकारों को सरकार पहल कर उनकी नौकरी, उद्योग को बचाने में मदद कर सकती है। अखबार अपनी आय के लिए 70-80% विज्ञापन पर निर्भर हैं, जिसमें ग्रोथ रेट पिछले कई वर्षों से 4 से 6% के बीच है। वेज बोर्ड आने के बाद हिंदू का प्री टैक्स लॉस में देख रहा था, जो 2013-14, 2014-15 के बीच काफी बढ़ा। फिर प्रेस ट्रस्ट ऑफ इंडिया का स्टाफ कॉस्ट 2013-14 में पिछले वर्ष के मुकाबले 173% बढ़ा। यही हालत अन्य अखबारों और खासतौर से छोटे मझोले अखबारों की है। अखबार उद्योग को पेड न्यूज के दौर से बचाना है, उसकी साख, आभा और विश्वसनीयता की रक्षा करनी है, तो उसका अर्थतंत्र मजबूत करना होगा। सरकार यह पहल करे कि 2010 अक्टूबर के बाद उसने डीएवीपी के रेट में कोई परिवर्तन नहीं किया, वो तत्काल परिवर्तन करे और प्रिंट मीडिया को इस हालत से निकालने के लिए और जो उपाय हो सकते हैं वो केंद्र सरकार पहल कर उठाए। धन्यवाद।
Okay, thank you. All names may be added, those who support. Sri Majid Memon.
Honorable Deputy Chairperson, thank you very much. It is with deep sense of regret that I seek attention of the Government of India and particularly the Honorable Finance Minister and Textile Minister through this August House that the budget 2017-18 claiming to be pro-poor does not even have a mention of sinking power loom industry in the country. There are various hubs throughout the country and more particularly in Maharashtra where Malegaon, Bhiwandi, Ichalkaranji, Sholapur and Surat in Gujarat, Varanasi and Erode are the hubs of power loom industry which is literally on the brink of total sickness and closure. The issue was raised by us way back in July 2016 by a 0-hour notice upon which the Textile Minister did convene a couple of meetings of power loom workers from various parts. And thereafter we have also seen the Commerce Minister, the delegation was brought from various quarters of the country and the matter was heard, but unfortunately in the budget we find that there is not even a whisper or a slightest relief that has been given to them. My humble request to the government would be, and I urge the Honorable Deputy Chairman through you that I may want to convey this fact to the Honorable Prime Minister that this particular industry which is literally dying, needs to be supported, or else thousands and thousands of people are being disemployed, they are losing their jobs, they are starving, some of them are on the verge of committing suicide. Now in such a background, I only wanted to convey that please don't forget that majority of those who are concerned with power loom belong to minority, and particularly Muslim minority, which has been certified to be backward in the sense economic as well as education. Now, unless you give a helping hand to these people to come back to the mainstream, your slogan of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas becomes a mere paper tiger. I would draw the attention of those in authority that they should immediately consider, prevent these people, their suicide may be outnumbering even the suicides of the farmers. And in such a SOS situation, I am sorry that the budget doesn't provide anything.
Would you like to react?
And no relief is there for them.
Minister would like to react. Listen to the minister. All of you support, all will be added. Allow the minister. All those who support, their name will be added. All the names will be added. Now, minister, please, you would like to say something. Minister, listen to the minister.
I'm grateful that the honourable member. I'm grateful that the honourable member, while
Minister Charter. Minister Charter.
presenting his angst on the issue, has also highlighted.
She has started.
Sir, I'm not yielding my
She has started. Now, okay.
esteemed colleague, allow me to finish. I am grateful that the honourable member, in his expression of angst, has highlighted that post his submission to the August House regarding the concerns of the power loom industry, my ministry had convened various meetings with the power loom industry and all stakeholders, including inviting honourable MPs to be party to those conversations so that we can find a holistic solution. Also, subsequent to those stakeholder meetings were conducted under the aegis of the Ministry of Textiles with the Ministry of Power so that the challenges with regards to rates of power, as has been articulated by the Honourable MP in his communication to my department, were also explored. But I am currently challenged that I cannot make declarations because of code of conduct specifically, which has been announced across the country specific to 5 state elections. I can only say this, sir, that the outcome of the stakeholders meeting will be positive. I am duty bound not to explain it in details because, as the colleague has highlighted, it does affect a huge population and segment of the minority community. Let him be assured that under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, currently reduced cost of capital is available and all these issues are being pursued by us. But I can only make a declaration of the benefits to the industry after the code of conduct is lifted.
Yes, Sri Mohammed Nadimul Haq. Mohammed Nadimul Haq absent. No, sit down. No, Minister has replied, sit down. Sri Sopan Das Gupta.
Sir, it's with a sense of deep dismay that I want to raise an issue of great importance which affects the state of West Bengal. So as we all know, Saraswati Puja is one of the most...
No, please.
Have I even
it is
begun?
Permitted, sit down.
Have I even begun?
It is permitted, sit down.
Sir,
Let him say
a
it.
question on anything.
Let him say it.
Sir, I have not even begun.
What is your problem with Saraswati Puja?
I have not even
What
begun.
is your problem with Saraswati Puja? Sit down. Unnecessarily creating problem.
I have not even begun. I have not even begun, Mr. O'Brien wants...
The problem is that the RSS is trying to create a
Mr. O'Brien,
very bad.
Mr. O'Brien,
Repeatedly, बार-बार ये ऐसे संगठन का नाम लेते हैं।
Let me listen. Let me listen.
Sir, I raised this issue with a sense of deep dismay, and it is not...
Why RSS unnecessary raise?
It's a non...
I am expunging RSS. Why you bring in RSS now? I am expunging RSS. Why you bring in it now? Sit down.
This is the manner in which... So I seek your protection.
Yeah, sit down. I did it. Sit down, I did it.
I have...
Kar diya, बैठिए.
Sir, it is a cultural festival. It is a cultural... It is a cultural. It is a cultural festival.
Don't be.
It is a cultural festival.
See, don't be impatient. Don't be impatient.
If I am talking about a cultural
This is
festival,
also intolerance.
sir, this is the manner in which. Sir, the people who talked about begging,
Wait.
we see them in action today.
You first listen to it. See, you can't listen that. That is also intolerance. You should know that. You should hear the other view also. Even that you are not ready.
Sir,
You listen to that. No, you listen to that. Now sit down. Baba, sit down. Listen to that. No. Soban,
Sir, I have not even begun.
that is see. Soban Das Gupta is permitted.
It is a matter of public importance. It is a matter which affects the cultural identity.
No.
It's a matter
See,
which affects the cultural identity.
Soban Das Gupta, please. Soban Das Gupta is permitted by Honorable Chairman to speak here. He has a right. Let us listen to him. And if you disagree, if you have anything else to say, that's a different matter. I can think of allowing you. But not that you prevent him. Let him say what he wants.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. I want to raise an issue which concerns the cultural
what is this?
You
tell him.
Sir,
please.
I have not even...
What is this?
So it is a matter concerning...
Shut
It's a
You are
matter
not shut up.
concerning...
No, please. Mister. Now, please. Now, what is your problem? Najibul, go sit down. Sit down. No, sit down. Sit down. No, I am not. Only what Sopan will say will go on record.
Concerning the
Yeah,
cultural
please.
identity of a state,
No,
a very
this is
important part.
permitted by Honorable Chairman. What are you doing?
I want to say that
Sit down.
if there is an
No,
administrative
This
dictum,
is permitted by Honorable Chairman. You sit down. Yes, Soban.
sir, we have a bizarre situation. So I can raise a matter of public importance which concerns...
No, Najibul, look, I will have to name you. Now, Najibul, look, sit down. I will have to name you. I will be forced to name you. Sit down. Why do you prevent another person from raising his issue which is dear to him, may not be dear to you? It's a different matter. It's a different matter. This way we cannot function. If you think that all others should say it should be what you like, how can the parliament function? You may not like it. That doesn't mean that he cannot say it. No, I don't agree with that. This way. No, this is permitted. No. This. Why? He should be allowed. He should be allowed. So then you keep quiet. Yes, Soban, please.
Yeah, please. Thank you very much.
I want to know what you want to say. That is my problem. I want to know. You please say.
I want to raise a matter
Yeah, please,
concerning
now
the
you say.
cultural identity of a state. So we are having a situation of people who are trying to terrorize people.
What?
Sir,
I will have to take action against you.
Who is terrorizing people? What are you saying?
I have not even begun my submission, and we are talking about...
I will have to name you. I will have to name you, I am telling you. You sit down. I cannot allow this. Why you create so problems 0 hour? Now please, Hassan.
So it's a matter concerning the cultural identity
Now
of
what
the
is
state,
it?
and therefore I would like
What
to...
is this? It is not state subject. How do you say it?
जब सरस्वती पूजा के मौके पर यहाँ पर आपका ये हाल है तो बंगाल में क्या करोगे?
What is not the state
पूजा पर ये चर्चा
See, everything in this country happens in some state or other. You cannot make this argument. You cannot come forward with this argument. I don't know whether it's a subject. Let me listen to that. Who are you to decide that before listening to that? I will have to name you. Sit down. Don't do anything. Yes.
No, please. Yes, thank you. I'll have to name you. I'll have to name you. I'll have to name you. This, yes.
Sir, that we all mentioned.
I already given you time. Yes, please.
Basant Panchami or Saraswati Puja is one of the most important cultural festivals, which we all know that. If you know that, I think you would also realize, if people know it, they will also realize that it is very important that when people are allowed to observe it, when a particular school
What is objection was there?
Nothing. After 65 years of continuous observance, from observing this Saraswati Puja, I think it's a matter of shame. And I think it is not merely a question, whatever the issue is, what is
the issue? Let him say.
Have I said, why are people feeling so guilty? Why are certain people feeling so guilty about it? Why do
what is your point? No, Soben,
I think
you never, Soben, what is your issue? You didn't say that.
Sir,
your time will be over.
I think
you
what
say
is
your issue.
important is to note that we seek the religious freedom for all communities in the state. And just because a particular state, that does not exclude any community, especially those who observe Saraswati Puja. And that's the point I want to say. And restrictions have been placed on the media for trying to cover it. People have been trying to restrict people. You know, there were restrictions placed on the immersion of Durga Puja. So it is this selective, vindictive attitude which we need to. Religious freedom must exist for everybody. I think it must exist for everybody. No community can be excluded from it. And I think in West Bengal today we seek that. And I want to raise that point, that freedom of religion must exist for every community.
Yes.
That is the point.
Okay, thank you. Now, Sri K.K. Ragesh, Sri K.K. Ragesh, K.K. Ragesh, K.K. Ragesh, Sri K.K. Ragesh, K.K. Ragesh, Sri K.K. Ragesh.
Through you, sir, I appeal the central government for declaring a special package to rehabilitate the Gulf returnees who has lost their jobs due to the present oil crisis and also due to the Nitakat loss. Sir, please.
Now, please,
sir,
please.
Sir, in Saudi Arabia, Nitakat laws are...
No, keep quiet, please.
Nitakat laws are implemented, has started implemented in 2011, and this law ensures job for Saudi nationals especially in private sector. And Saudi Arabia, the private sector is mainly depending upon foreign workers, and those workers employed in those institutions are mainly from India, especially in retail and service sector. And those Indian workers are mainly from Kerala. After the implementation of the Nitakat laws, till 2013, 1.41 lakh Indian workers have lost their jobs, and they had to return from the Gulf countries. And majority of those workers who has lost their jobs are from Kerala. And I know that the Honorable Deputy Chairman is also well aware of that situation. And the present oil crisis has aggravated the situation. We had witnessed number of layoffs, non-payment of wages to the workers, and ultimately workers has to stay back in labor camps, and even without food. And of course, the External Affairs Ministry had provided some food to those workers who are compelled to stay back in labor camps. But that is not going to solve the problem, sir. And again, the Saudi Arabia had recently declared another set of Nitakat, which further aggravating the problems as a whole. In Kerala, out of the total total household, 25% of the total households are dependent upon Gulf countries, Gulf remittance for their livelihood. This problem of Gulf returning workers problem is going to affect the state of Kerala in a very big way, because it has raised serious concern so far as the economy of Kerala is concerned. It hit the state in a very big way. So I am requesting the central government through you, sir,
Okay, time
for
action, yes. Srimati Chaya Verma. No, after this, after Chaya Verma. No, I have only one more 0 hour. Let me finish that. Chaya Verma.
माननीय महोदय, 20 अगस्त को भारत के पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री राजीव जी के नाम पे सद्भावना दिवस के रूप में पूरे भारत देश में कार्यक्रम का आयोजन किया जाता है। सभी बैनर, पोस्टर, पॉम्पलेट, फ्लेक्स सभी में राजीव जी के जन्म दिवस पर सद्भावना दिवस ऐसा लिखा जाता है। लेकिन माननीय महोदय, मैं बताना चाहूंगी कि 2015 से राजीव गांधी पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री जी का नाम विलोपित करके 20 अगस्त को केवल सद्भावना दिवस के रूप में ही मनाया जा रहा है। राजीव जी का नाम विलोपित कर दिया गया है। लगता है इनकी सद्भावना खत्म हो गई है। माननीय महोदय, भारत के पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री हमारे राजीव जी पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री ही रहेंगे। अगर इनका यही रवैया रहा तो वर्तमान को भूतपूर्व बनते देर नहीं लगेगी। जिसने भी ये हिमाकत की है नाम बदलने की, या तो भूलवश हुआ हो तो सुधार ले, और जानबूझ के ये किया हो तो ये बहुत बड़ा षड्यंत्र है। माननीय महोदय, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। नाम को विलोपित ना किया जाए। राज्य शासन और केंद्र शासन भी उनका अनुपालन कर रही है। इस मंच के माध्यम से मैं कहना चाहूंगी कि नाम को यथावत रखा जाए। थैंक यू।
Rajiv Gandhi ji was a martyred Prime Minister of India. The country owes a debt of gratitude to its martyrs. Rajiv Gandhi is a martyr of this country. And he was Prime Minister. And this country had declared his birth anniversary as Sadbhavna Divas since 2014. On 20th of August, in all the government advertisements, in all circulars, in all notifications, Rajiv Gandhi's name, his photographs have been removed. It is an insult to the memory of a great Prime Minister who was a martyr. This government owes an explanation. It's functioning in an arbitrary, authoritarian manner. They are putting in names of people, various schemes, thousands of crores, to those who had done nothing for this country. Nothing means they never occupied. Schemes have been named after people who have never been in government, never been in parliament, let alone being prime ministers. And the name of the former prime ministers have been obliterated. It is a great insult. We condemn it, and this government owes an explanation. And they should apologize rather.
पहली बात ये कि जो आनंद शर्मा जी कह रहे हैं, मैं उससे बिल्कुल इत्तेफाक नहीं करता। उन्हें ये लगता है कि पूरे देश के सारे संसाधनों पे, सारे के सारे स्कीमों पे, सारे के सारे कार्यक्रमों पे एक ही पार्टी का और एक ही परिवार का अधिकार है, तो वो संभव नहीं है। इस देश में हजारों हजार राष्ट्रभक्त है, हजारों हजार ऐसे लोग हैं जिन्होंने देश के लिए कुर्बानी दी है, देश के सम्मान, देश के स्वाभिमान के लिए उन्होंने अपना योगदान दिया है। उनको भूल जाए, और अगर इनकी इच्छा ये है कि केवल एक परिवार और एक पार्टी पर सारी सरकारी योजनाएं चले, तो वो अब संभव नहीं है मोदी जी के समय में।
Yes. You want to say something?
जिन्होंने आजादी दिलाई, नेहरू का नाम खत्म कर दो, इंदिरा गांधी की शताब्दी हो, खत्म कर दो। ये इतिहास है, इतिहास नहीं बदल सकते।
HOD? Yes, HOD.
इतिहास नहीं बदल सकते।
Actually,
No, I am on a different issue. Speak on this issue. You want to speak on this issue? No, I am on a different issue.
Oh, is on different. सर, मैं अपने साथियों के साथ इस मुद्दे में खड़ा होना चाहता हूं कि जिन लोगों ने भारत को स्वतंत्र कराया, भारत को आजादी दिलाई, 2.5 साल से निरंतर उनका नाम, उनके नाम पर जो स्कीमें हैं उनको बदला गया है। और जैसे मेरे कुलीग आनंद शर्मा जी ने बताया कि जिनका कोई रोल नहीं था, लेकिन चूंकि एक रूलिंग पार्टी के साथ उनकी इनडायरेक्ट डायरेक्ट एसोसिएशन थी, उसकी वजह से उनके नाम नेहरू या इंदिरा गांधी या राजीव गांधी से हटाकर उनके नाम पर रखे। लेकिन सद्भावना दिवस जो बिल्कुल विशेष रूप से राजीव गांधी के नाम से, राजीव गांधी कोई साधारण प्राइम मिनिस्टर थे, उनकी बहुत सारे लोग यहां जो सिक्योरिटियां लेकर बैठे हैं पदों की वजह से, उनकी सिक्योरिटी देशद्रोही जो थे उनको मारना चाहते थे। इसलिए श्रीलंका जब हमारे दक्षिण में खतरा पैदा हो गया था कि दक्षिण को अलग करने के लिए, तब उन्होंने श्रीलंका में उन्होंने क्या पीस कीपिंग फोर्सेस और उन तत्वों को दूर रखने के लिए जो रोल अदा किया, और उसके बाद जब तक उन्होंने उनकी जान नहीं ली तब तक उन्होंने वो पीछे नहीं हटे। तो देश की एकता और देश की अखंडता के लिए उनकी जान चली गई। इसी तरह से कांग्रेस के लीडरों की, चाहे महात्मा गांधी हो, इंदिरा गांधी हो, राजीव गांधी हो, उन्होंने देश की एकता और अखंडता के लिए अपने जीवन का बलिदान दिया है। और उनको साधारण तरीके से किसी नेता जिसका कोई रोल नहीं रहा, न भारत की आजादी के लिए और न देश की एकता के लिए और अखंडता के लिए अगर रहा है किसी का, तो इस रूलिंग पार्टी की समर्थन के लिए उनको एक ही पैरामीटर पे ट्रीट नहीं किया जाता। इसलिए सरकार को तुरंत जिन जिन नेताओं के नाम पर वो स्कीमें थी उनको चेंज नहीं करना चाहे। और ये जो सद्भावना दिवस है, इसका तो किसी भी सूरत में कांग्रेस पार्टी कभी बर्दाश्त नहीं करेगी कि उनका नाम बिल्कुल हटा दिया जाए।
May I now raise it? Sir, you allowed me? Or?
Yeah, HOD. HOD, I allowed. I allowed HOD.
Sir, the former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, sir, he mentioned about South ceding off, and for that he has sent IPKF and all, which is unwarranted.
That's
Mention the name. I mentioned the name of the killers.
Sir, I want to raise
those who killed him.
I want to raise
I don't think any suppose
important issues.
Yeah, please.
And with anger and anguish I am raising it.
Please.
With anger and anguish I am raising this issue. I want a proper and thorough investigation into the manner in which the death of one of our very senior colleagues in the parliament, a former cabinet minister, E. Ahmed, was handled, and the way in which the news of his death was sought to be suppressed. And there are various allegations, various information that I have got, that some doctors say he was declared dead when he was taken to the hospital. Some say he died subsequently in the ICU. Then later he was shifted to the trauma center, saying that there are better facilities. And there's been interference, that's what I hear, from the highest authorities in the country, from the PMO's office, and this is something that cannot be accepted. This is shameful for somebody like that, for the Indian Parliament to accept this. I want this issue to be thoroughly investigated. I wish my information is not correct of what I heard, but if it is correct, then they must be made accountable and action must be taken against those who have behaved in this manner. The senior most leaders of our politics today were not allowed to see him in the hospital. His own children were not allowed to see him. And sir, tell me, any life support system can be put on anybody only with the permission of the nearest relative. Without that, how was that put, and how was the announcement of the death delayed? If this can happen to somebody who spent half a century in our country's democratic process in the parliament and assemblies, then then you can imagine what will be the plight of the people, and this sort of
Minister would
a
like to say
maneuvering is something that is completely
Minister would like to say
unacceptable.
something on that.
No, no, sir, I'm asking you that an investigation must be ordered. I'm asking you an investigation
For the
must be
government.
ordered,
Government should
and
accept.
people should be made accountable for this.
Since it is 12 o'clock, so we would like to discuss this tomorrow, because I and many other my colleagues were there after 1 o'clock in the morning,
Now
1:30.
it's time for questions.
So they will say, just
Okay,
hearsay.
you can
We
make
were
a
witness to that.
Sir,
We can raise it tomorrow. No.
Question asked.
It's all fabricated. All fabricated.